Hey, what's up, guys? Eisenheim here. Oh, as you can see, I gave my C3 a break. So um, so this is my Leeco. I think I used to have two neons that I bought. Um, and then two Leecos that I bought in addition to the the neon. I'm sorry, is it neon? Eon. But anyway, one of the original, I brick one of the original Eon, and then I brick one of the Echo that I bought. So I'm down to two. So this is one of them. So I don't know if it's. I think it's one of the new one. I think. Oh no, this is the original Eon. Okay, that I just stripped out of the parts, and basically it's just a phone, and that's it. Basically, an Eon is just a Leeco. Okay. Um, so I'm using a Black Panda, um, and compared to C2, C2 has a built-in Panda. Okay, that's the only difference. In the back, there's nothing in the back. There's no fan, no what you call this one, the metal thingy. It's just a bare phone, okay. And the way I cool it is through the AC diverter in front, as you can see there. Some low. So I'm using one bar of AC, since I have dual climate. So I'm using one bar directly. I'm deflecting the AC towards the front, because I think the CPU is somewhere on the upper part of the phone. So in this orientation is to the left of the phone. So I try to hit that part to cool that part. The best way to cool a phone and a Echo is through the front. Okay, through the front. So no need for fan. Okay, no need for fan in the back. You don't have to. And this one is cool to the touch. I don't look at the temperature. I don't have to SSH about the temperature. All I have to do is just touch it, and if it's cool to the touch, that's good enough. Okay, so you adjust it appropriately. So during summer, of course, you need to blast it. You need to blast it with AC prior driving before it gets hot. Okay, since you're using a bigger model. Okay, that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why they move away from C2 is that it makes them hot using the bigger models, and also it's starting to break down for one thing. Okay, so here we go. So this is my one of the first curve here. There's gonna be a bump here. There you go. So this is a Spectre NG fork with. So the camera is to the left instead of to the right. So this is supposed to be -0.4. Plus 404. I'm not sure. Okay. So I put around -0.06. So just play with the camera offset to get that centered feeling. Here, as you can see, here's my 72 on my curve. It's very good. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of holding the wheel in this video since it's a Monday morning traffic. You know a lot of people in a rush for some reason. So I'm gonna be doing high speed here just to keep with the flow of traffic. Okay. Um, you'll see those take controls. So I'm trying to max it without intervening. Okay, guys. I'm just just to show you the maximum capability of the torque of the Honda Accord. In addition to my steer ratio hack. So my steer ratio hack is 23.33 from a Learn 17. Okay, so that's pretty high. Make it more responsive. Okay. If I put 28.33 just like on my C3, it's too much aggressive. Okay, so I lower it down to 23.33. Okay, I might lower it to 20.33. I'm not sure, but in this video it's 23.33. Okay, so just observe the corners, the curb. Okay. Again, I'm using my hand for tactile feeling. Okay, so you can get a C2. You can get a C2 from the for sale channel. So C2 has a Panda on it already. So you can get a 200, probably 300, a harness. Maybe you can get out the door. Maybe you can get 300 for the whole system for your Accord. Yeah, so it's cheap. So yeah, I mean, there's not much difference. If you want to get into the game and and you're tight on funds, I think getting a used C2 is the best route. Okay, and basically, if you have an Accord, okay, I'm telling you, if you have an Accord, okay, because as I say, our car, the Accord, is very limited car when it comes to torque. It's a very limited car. So basically, it's just that you want to get the best lane centering agent out there. Okay? And the nuclear grade models is it as of now. And it's been a while. And it's been good for me. I've even using it on my C3. Okay? So for around 300, probably you can get a 300, the whole setup. Okay, and that's good. And worst come to worst, if the C2 breaks down because of the motherboard replacement will only cost you $50. Okay, and it's very easy to do. People will help you out. Okay, so for around 300, you can get a system, an Openpilot device that will drive your car like this. Okay. It's very good, guys. It's just a lane. It's a good Openpilot. Is a very good lane centering agent. Okay. You don't have to, as I say, even with the C3, even with the C3X, I mean, this one drives better using the NG model when it comes to lateral. Okay. And I'm doing this video just to prove it for your Accords. Okay. This ain't bad. Again, make sure that the device, your C2, is properly cooled. Okay, during hot days. Okay. The C2 has no battery in it. This one, a Leeco, an Eon, there's battery in it. So you have to be mindful during hot weather. You don't leave it in the car on a triple digit weather, or it will affect the battery. will expand and it will become a hazard. It might explode. So keep that in mind. Leecos and Eons have battery in it, so you have to unmount it if you're gonna leave it long term outside under the sun. Okay. As you can see here, see, for $300, guys, you can get a good system. Yeah, so go to discord.com.ai and look for the for sale channel. A lot of people are selling their C2. Or if you want to help Comma, you can get, I think, a black panda and a harness will cost you around 400, and a Leeco will cost you around 120, so 500, 600 with, if you want to buy a dash cam too, the one I got, and then the mounting. So for 600, you can get a brand new system. Okay, if you don't want to go to the use option. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, so it's either 300 or around 500 to 6 if you have a brand new. So I rather, for me, I just suggest just go with to the used market, because my Black Panda, I've had it since day one. Okay, and it's very good. See, okay, so if you're lucky enough, you can get a 300 system, 200. Yeah, so just go to the server and look for. A lot of people are selling their C2s, to be honest, and that's a good deal, guys. That's a good deal. So here's the curve here. I'm helping out here. Again, I'm not saying nuclear grade model or this version is perfect. Okay, so there are going to be segments like this. Okay, it really depends on time of day. It really depends on the scene. Okay, guys. So not all segments are perfect. So I'm gonna. I think this one I'm looking for. If I can make it laneless, and I think it's only laneful. So I think I was thinking of my old one, the 089, which has a laneless button. Yeah, confidence level is very good. As you can see here, I'm gonna go. Merge to the freeway and show you a stop and go. Okay, I'm gonna set it to set my ACC. Okay, the only with the Echo is if you don't mount it, the only bad thing with the Echo is for C2 camera. If you don't mount it good, um, it will jiggle. Okay, so make sure you mount it good. Windshield is preferred. Okay. Um, but it works on low mount. Okay, as you can see here. Since I'm doing lane lines, okay. See, if you look at the UI, there's to the right side corner, there's my mount in the scene. It will become part of the car, so it doesn't mind it. Okay, the model will not mind it. It will because it will become part of the car. The thicker the lines, the more confident the model is. Okay. Yeah. As I say, if you just want a lane centering agent, um, to start with, just start with this one, and then save your money for the next hardware. I'm pretty sure Comma will have another hardware coming up, maybe in 2 years, 3 years. Um, so with this one, by the time you have the new hardware, you're used to the controls and everything. Okay. Um, as I say, you're not missing that much. Okay, you're not missing that much using this old device, old platform, compared to the new C3X. You're not missing that much. With your Accord. Okay, it's a different story if you have a Hyundai with more torque. You get to enjoy a lot of things. Okay, but with your Accord, since again we're limited, there's only so much room that we can only test, and it's not worth it. Personally, it's not worth it um, to spend that kind of money, um, just to have a good um, lane centering agent. Because like me, I have a C3, okay, and I kept coming back to this model, which is 0816, 0814, 0816, 17, 15. Okay, we're now on 08095. Okay, and still going back to the 08s. Okay, you know, so you're not missing that much when it comes to lane centering performance. by using old device. Um, as I said, the only thing with the echoes is they're very finicky. Okay, so that's the only thing. Um, so like if you buy a C2, I use C2. So bear in mind that the echo inside will um, the board will die because I think the average lifespan of the board, the main board, is around 2 years. You know what I'm saying. So you don't know, especially if it's subjected to heat. So if you buy a C2, so bear in mind that it might die. So if I were you, um, invest on the main board if you're good at it. Um, once you start using Openpilot, it's very addicting, guys. Okay, it's very addicting. So plan for a backup. Okay, plan for a backup, or I don't know, get a Leeco phone. Um, if you don't want to open it up, and there's a lot of tutorials out there. I made a medium how to flash the Neos operating system. Um, or you can get a C3X. It's up to you. Um, I'm just putting out these options for a lot of people with different situations. Okay, with different situations. Just because an old device is old, it doesn't mean it's not capable of operating very well. A lot of people are still under C2s. Okay, a lot of people are still on the C2s. What they do is they're just replacing the main board. Okay, once you replace the main board, another 2 years again. Because basically they just want to have a chill drive. That's it. That's like me. I have two working Leeco for backup. Um, for everyday commute, early morning commute like this, and you live in the Bay Area, this is good enough, guys. Okay, you save a lot of money. As I say, spend the 300 for a used one, and just save it for the next hardware. Okay, save it for the next hardware. They can have a new hardware. I'm pretty sure every 2 years they always have a new hardware. Like me, since I bought two Eons when the C2 came out, okay, when the C2 came out, and I found out it's just basically the same phone, I didn't buy the C2. I didn't buy the C2. It's the same. It's the same. Okay. And then I have no plans of. I even have no plans of buying a C3 because back then it was like almost 20, more than 2,000. If you before and then Geo gave me a one of the first discount on the C3. I think they made their manufacturing cheaper, I think. But anyway, he gave me a 500 discount on the spot. So yeah, you know what? So I can't say no to that. Okay. And the C3 is nice. The C3 is nice. Don't get me wrong. The C3 is nice, and I think the drive, since it has more processing power than the Leeco, it's better. Okay. A tad bit. Okay. Now with the C3X, my only gripe with the C3X is it cannot you cannot load old versions. It's not backwards compatible. Okay, you cannot load old versions. So I think you have to only load starting from 0.94. Okay, because of the Agnos can only support the Agnos 8.2, the operating system. It only supports, that's the only version that supports the newer screen that the C3X have compared to the old original screen that the C3 have. And this one, the C3, my C3, not this one, I'm sorry, the C3 0817 16 is using Agnos 5.2. Okay, so yeah, that's the only disadvantage of the C3X. Okay, you cannot load old version, and people might tell me, why would you load old version? They're old. Why don't go to the new one? Newer the better. Personally, I've been testing 3 years. Just because it's new, it doesn't mean it's better. Okay. As I say, I've tested a lot of models, newer models, and there's always regression. Moonrise, NI, Optimus, Coffee, Nicki Minaj. Okay, I don't know if it's the model or the version or what have you. There's always regression. Okay, so I always keep coming back to NG. Okay, so yeah, that says a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna, as I said before on my old videos, I'm not gonna go back to NG if, let's say, Nicki Minaj is very good to me, the version. Okay, or if NI is very good to me. Okay, I'm not gonna waste videos, No, okay, because there is regression. That's the other thing. It's a pattern, and but with the nuclear grade, hopefully this one. So this is the first time I've tested Spectre. I came back again. So I only tested Spectre probably for a few days. Okay, so this is gonna be my my daily driver from now on, and then I'm gonna look for regression if there's any. But overall drive, it's not bad. Okay, overall drive is not bad. Okay, guys, so this is Eisenheim. Thanks for watching. Again, may you have a happy, wonderful, and safe testing. Bye.